Before we get into the video, make sure you guys like, subscribe if you're new. My Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter are all linked down below. And yeah, let's get straight to it. Sup, so, one of the designers, Don Figueroa, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that last name right, sorry if I'm not. He shared some early concept art of Bumblebee from the original Transformers film. It says here, this is a very early character study of Bumblebee in a more classic robot mode style. Pretty different to the clown, yeah. Pretty different to what we saw in the film. This is more of like the stylization that they're going for in the new Bumblebee universe that they're doing here. With the Bumblebee movie and, of course, the upcoming Rise of the Beast. It's more akin to that, more of that classic blocky G1 aesthetic that we've seen for most of the Transformers franchises since then. And I gotta say, this looks very nice. I was reading through the boards before I made this video. Somebody did say it looks very similar to a toy that they made of movie Bumblebee, and I'll show a comparison later on in the video. But just look at the detailing. I would not mind this at all, to be honest with you. Like, this is pretty freaking good. I would not mind this at all. It looks like this is the same guy that did some of those IDW comics around that time. It just looks like his stylization, which let me know down in the comments below if I'm correct on that. And I loved that run of IDW, the whole Rise of Megatron, I believe the title was called. Those designs I loved, and this looks very, very similar to those type of designs. And I really like the whole front top part of the car on the chest, very reminiscent to his G1 design, and as well as the head sculpt with the whole horns on top of his head and the feet. It's the back of the car for the feet on this one, but he still has the whole windshield thing in front of the car for the feet going on, which is pretty cool. I like this design. I'm digging it, to be honest with you. I wouldn't mind if they take elements from this or reuse the design in a future film or comics or cartoon or whatever, because I would buy a figure designed just like this in a heartbeat, to be honest with you. But now, let's take a look at a comparison. This is the comparison that somebody made on the boards discussing this concept art here. And you could see the similarities with the feet, the whole blocky feet thing, and the arm pylons there, the yellow bits for the arm. They're not the front of the car like they are here, but they're very similar. And overall, you could he has that thing over his head. In the figure's case, it's a piece of the hood behind his head hanging there. But here, it's the front of the car, which is also, I literally just thought of that. Nobody else thought of this. I just thought of this while recording this video. This is very similar, the whole front of the car thing over the top of his head. It's very similar to the Studio Series Deluxe Class figures of Bumblebee that they've been putting out since the beginning of that toy line. And I don't know if the designers were going back and looking at CGI renderings and concept art, but that would kind of go against what Studio Series is based off of as a toy line, more accurate depictions of how the characters appeared in the film, not going off of concept art or any other adaptations. But they sort of have cheated with that, most recently with the Sideways having the gun that he used in the PS2 and I think it was the PS3 video game as well. They were available on those two consoles. It's very, very minor things like that. But for the most part, it's been just basically stuff that appeared in the film, trying to recreate it as close as possible. But that's still an interesting detail that this is on the original concept art, and we're getting that now on the Studio Series figures. I wouldn't be surprised if they did take influence from that for the transformation for budgetary reasons or whatever. But these two look very similar, and the whole front of the car over the head thing is very similar to the Studio Series Bumblebee molds, like I said. And yeah, I'm digging this here concept art, and I want to see more if he did any more for like Optimus or Jazz. You know, Jazz is my guy. Jazz is like my favorite Transformers character of all time. So any concept art of him, I would love to see. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think of this down below. Let me know what you think of the comparisons I was talking about here with the original Deluxe Class Bumblebee and the whole Studio Series thing. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say in this video.